pineal gland, melatonin. Okay, so this is the brain stem, consists of midbrain, which is this part that's just below diencephalon, pons, which is this part which bulges. You can't see that, but it connects to the cerebellum. Here, medulla oblongata, and then this lower part, that's the spinal cord that continues. So if you look this way, you see how the pons bulges a lot here. So you also have this, the corpus callosum, the connection, that what connects, no, they happen to be the same, but okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so they are connected, the two halves, and they do that through corpus callosum. Something else you can see here is, you see there is like a gap here. It's also a little kind of dip here. Those are ventricles. So we have the third ventricle here. We had the fourth ventricle here, and in between them we had something called the cerebral aqueduct. So here you have that model. So it's kind of okay. So this is anterior, this is posterior, and this is basically, these are dead ends. So all this, each of these, this is the lateral ventricle, this is the lateral ventricle, this is in the right hemisphere, this is in the left hemisphere. So they are totally inside these structures. So they're dead end here, so the cerebrospinal fluid will flow this way in here into the third ventricle, which is what we have here. And from the third ventricle through the cerebral aqueduct, which is this little canal, into the fourth ventricle, which is this structure here. And from there it goes, you can see the continuation, and it doesn't show on this picture, but you have, you can actually, here's the central canal that goes into the spinal cord. But you also have openings here. So most of the cerebrospinal fluid is actually leaving the inside here and goes into the subarachnoid space in this region here. So it spills into between the pia mater and the arachnoid mater. So lateral ventricles, third ventricle, lateral ventricles, third ventricle, cerebral aqueduct, fourth ventricle, and then it continues into the central canal. So on this one here, we can see, okay, I'm sorry. So let's look at the different cranial nerves here that you need to know. So this here, or like the ends here, those are the olfactory bulbs. So this is where, like if you turn it this way, what's here is basically the roof of the nasal cavity. So the receptors are hanging down here, and then they go through the cribriform plate and connects on the olfactory bulbs here. Then we have these, the 30 here, if you can see that. Those are the optic nerves. See, that's cranial nerve 2 going in here, and they get to this structure, which is the optic chiasm, and then it continues into the brain. We have, hard to see, I think I do that. There's something coming here. Just making sure I'm pointing at the right thing here. So this is, could be this one or that one because it's a little different, but I would say this one is probably the, so this is the oculomotor, the oculomotor nerve. I would like to have it there, but they put it there. Oculomotor nerve. And then you have the tiny, tiny little one here. You see that tiny little one? So give me someone that just innervates one muscle. Start with a T. Trochlear. So that's the trochlear cranial nerve. Okay, so that's number 4. So number 5 are these, which is the trigeminal. And then, so now we kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's nothing here, so we go to the center again. 6. So this is abducens. And then you didn't need to know all these here. So then we do the accessory and the hypoglossal. So, any questions?